KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas 2016. Honest interview.
This is Green Day right here.
Hey, you said number 2.
Just don't step in number 2. Just before we went on the air, I would like to point out that Trey Cool, who always looks fantastic, was chewing gum in line, and he put it right under the table there. And so I would like to take. Do you have any
free candy?
Are you sick right now or not?
I'm sick with it, man.
Are you sick?
Always, 24/7.
Wow, that was pretty awesome.
Look at that.
He is now officially
You're weird.
chewing Trey's gum that Trey got off of my shoe.
No.
That's amazing.
Well, I'm taking it out. I'm taking it out. I was talking to Beck a little bit about this, and I mentioned it with Blink as well, that there's really no guarantees your track record when you make a new record that not only are people going to like it, but they're going to come out to see you play. And I know it's more of a statement than a question. I'll go Billy Joe, but do you think about that stuff?
You hope that people want, when they hear a new record, they dig it and they sing along when you come and play.
But that's what's happening. That's what I'm getting at. Like
Right.
it is happening.
Right.
You did it. The songs rule. The album sounds so good. People are coming out, 13-year-olds and 50-year-olds.
Yeah, it's, I love it. I mean, we've been doing this for 30 years almost, and it's, I don't know. I guess we're pretty grateful at this point. You know.
I think
I got nothing bad to say, that's for sure.
Well, Stryker, I think what people know about Green Day is that we're going to put on the best show we can, and we give presents to people.
Yes. Throw them out, Trey Cool.
You know,
Ho, ho,
like
ho.
you might just get a gift at Christmas.
What's in that box right there?
Hope.
I grew up in Southern California, and if somebody put me on Jeopardy, I would do well when it comes to music. You guys from the Bay Area, from what I hear, you're going to put out a documentary about East Bay punk.
Yeah.
Can you just talk a little bit about that, Billy Joe?
Mostly it kind of, it's about sort of the Gilman Street scene that was in the late 70s and early 90s, just that particular era of it. And then kind of all roads sort of leading up to it, and just how a bunch of sort of suburban and ragtag bunch of kids just got together their bands and played in backyards and played at Gilman Street, and kind of started this whole free-thinking movement, I guess. So it's really good. My friend Corbett Redford is the director of it. He did an amazing job.
And are all three of you involved in this, Mike?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's our history. You know, it's the anchor where we come from and where so many other bands that influenced us come from. So.
Yeah, the great thing about it is it's just not a Green Day documentary. So if anybody was wondering, it's a documentary about the scene that we come from. But in turn, it's like if you're going to know more about Green Day from watching the other people's stories about their own lives. And just these are the people that were around us. It's beautiful.
And is Iggy Pop involved using his voice narrating? Is that true or not true?
Yes.
Really?
He is he's the elder statesman, the Godfather, doing the narration.
Yeah, he possesses a certain set of skills, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And kudos to him and Josh Homme, because Post-Pop Depression was nominated for a Grammy Award.
Yeah.
So Iggy, I mean, in that record, have you listened to that at all? It's so good.
I've heard the singles and they're amazing.
So good.
Yeah.
Another thing I wanted to ask, Billy Joe, you specifically, when you talk, I definitely listen. Tom Morello, the same thing. Serge Tankian is another guy, and it doesn't necessarily mean, 100%, whatever you say I'm going to do. But have you always been not afraid to say whatever the hell you want, or was there a time where you felt like, oh my God, I can't do it?
No, I'm always self-conscious about, I think what's better for me is to listen to smart people, just especially because you're surrounded by so many idiots all the time. But obviously, this has been a crazy year, 2016. I can't wait for the new year because I just want 2017 to kick 2016's ass. I'm done.
And does that has to do with politics or people that passed away or personal stuff or the whole thing?
It's everything. It's just, I think everybody just wants to turn the page and, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
That's our New Year's revolution.
Yeah, our New Year's revolution is to make sure that California secedes from the rest of the United States of America.
Can I be your VP?
No, I'm not president.
No, we need you, man.
No.
We need you. Trey Cool, how exhausting or not is it to play these long shows you're doing? I was at the Palladium. It was 3 damn hours, and it was smash hit after smash hit. It was super old stuff. How do you feel fantastic when you play? Are you exhausted? Do you fall asleep now when you get back on the bus?
I just draw from the crowd. You know, the energy from the crowd keeps me going, and I don't really feel the pain until later.
I want you to do something right now.
Okay.
Okay, I want you to hold that mic and
Okay.
just touch the tips and then look at me right in my eyes. Okay.
That
You
was
are
weird.
not the father, Billy Joe. I want to talk.
Hey, that's called docking, kids.
Give me a few beers and I'm in on that. The boombox and cassette box set, Mike, whose idea was this to do this? I love this.
I'm going to defer to our drummer.
Talk about that, please, if you could.
I like cassettes because they don't skip when I drive erratically or
You don't have-
erotically.
Do you have a cassette player in your car?
Of course.
What kind of car do you drive?
I drive a piece
What color is it?
of
He's got a 1989 Honda Civic.
it's
Meatball brown.
Yeah, no, it is meatball brown. No, I've got an old Volvo that it's the color of a Swedish meatball.
Is it easier to do anything you want at this point in your career, or is it more difficult to do it?
I don't know.
Let's do a box set. I mean, that takes a lot of work to do it, but you have an album coming out. You're about to do the huge tour starting in 2017.
I don't know, man. It's been so everything feels like a big trip. It's I feel like we've been on different kinds of acid for the last 7 eras of us being around. So and it's still. I mean, I'm fucking peaking right now.
These Mylar couches aren't helping.
On that note, because you're going to be taking the stage pretty soon, I'm going to wrap it up. And I am beyond lucky to even have any gig, but to have a gig where I get to talk to you guys, it just makes my freaking year. So thank you so much.
We watch you growing up, man. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I just gave you mononucleosis.
Oh, no! No, I got mono! But the good thing is I'm going to sell his gum on eBay for $1. I got that going for me.
Mono be mono.
ABC bet.
ABC. It's Mike, it's Trey, it's Billy Joe. They are Green Day, everybody! At the 2016 Almost Acoustic Christmas from KROQ.